In this lesson, we are going to learn what is Google algorithm updates and penalty. As we discussed in previous lesson that Google is the market leader in search engine. Due to that, I will also focus most of my SEO course process also optimizing it for Google. This chapter is also dedicated for Google search engine, and this chapter discusses the Google algorithm updates, why they occur, types of updates exist and their effects towards it. First, what is Google algorithm update? We know that Google works to deliver the relevant search results for the user's search query. To provide accurate results, Google used algorithms, also known as rules or guidelines, ranking factors, and Google will be adding or updating or removing its rules, guidelines over the time. We call this algorithm updates. So how you can track latest Google algorithm updates? The latest Google algorithm update will be consistently changing because they release it frequently. There is no fixed time frame, there is no fixed schedule. It will happen randomly throughout the course of a year or several months or something like that. So what you can do, since Google doesn't typically announce all the updates but only if they are significant and cause many changes in SERP, then they will. So when they announce it, usually it will be either published on their webmaster blog or official Twitter channel. The algorithm updates also monitor daily through measuring the search results fluctuations by third party tools such as Most Cast, SMrush, or several more others, where you can find more about the latest search engine updates information even without Google announcing it directly. So, some more ways where you can keep track of updates and learn more about it is from these several resources such as Moz, SEO Roundtable, Search Engine Journal, Developers Google Blog. These are really good sources to get good information regarding the latest trends in update. So first, let's see what are the main algorithm updates which happened in the past. As I said in the beginning, there are a lot of search engine algorithm updates and some are not even officially announced. So let's see some of the biggest update in the past. And a tip, when Google does not announce an update and we find it as a major update, we call them as co-update. If you do not understand some of the terms which I'm going to mention, then don't worry, because as I will explain these in more detailed in our on-page SEO and technical SEO course. First, Panda update. The purpose was to check the content quality of the web pages. It checks for duplicate content, plagiarized content, copied content, thin content, empty pages, and spam. Penguin update. This focus was to find low quality or spammy backlinks. It checks for spam linked website, buying backlinks, public blog networks, irrelevant links, over optimized anchor text, and more. Hummingbird update. The focus was on logical content analysis and optimization. It checks for user intent, analyzes search queries, identify keyword stuffing, and low quality content. Mobile update. The focus was to make sure that websites are mobile optimized due to the growth of mobile search users. It checks for responsiveness of website and also checks for mobile user experience. A mobile responsive website is no longer an optional choice but a mandatory requirement for Google search engine ranking. Rank Brain update. The focus was on user experience and understanding the user intent. Using advancement of machine learning, they try to determine the meaning and the intent behind a search query and delivers the best matching search results. BERT update. The focus was on optimizing content and establishing authority. The content is checked using natural algorithm processing tech to understand the search queries better, identify entities, and identify relationship between the entities in order to improve the accuracy and relevancy of related search results. Uh, Next one is Medic update. The focus was on medical law and educational websites which provide life altering information. The reason for this was because there were so many spam or shady websites which started offering various solutions without proper background check, authenticity, or expert knowledge. So, in order to make sure that information is fully ethical and trustable, Google introduced this search update. It validates the quality of the medical law educational website by implementing something called EAT matrix, EAT, which stands for expertise, authority, and trust signals. So now let's learn what is a Google search penalty. This is an important action you need to understand in SEO industry. When website does not meet Google quality standards according to its algorithms or rules, Google will take either of two steps. One is known as automatic penalty, where search engine find your site is not following their rules without any human involvement at all, using their automated search algorithm and negatively affect your website SERP ranking page or ability to rank in top position. It will lower your site SERP ranking, and to get your ranking back you have to identify the errors, mistakes you have done and violation and fix them and continue to do SEO, where eventually search engines will reverse the penalty. Manual penalty. This is more critical compared to automatic, where a person from search engine web spam team visits your website and check whether you have abused SEO in any way and place a manual penalty if they find any proof of it. It is generally hard to recover from this, since this is a worst case scenario where you have to fix everything mentioned, and most of the time the web manual penalty will be placed due to a serious concern. So once you fixed it, you need to send a request to search engine so they can manually re-evaluate your site. Either time it takes for fixing depends on the extent of damage, which can range from just a couple of months even up to years. It is possible, but it will take a lot of time and efforts to get back on track compared to automatic penalty. It would be best if you kept in mind that any SEO work you do have both a positive or negative effect. However, even if your website is fully optimized for all the current SEO algorithm now, that does not mean it will protect itself from the future algorithms also. So in conclusion, in this lesson we learned how Google uses search engine algorithm updates to monitor and provide a safer and relevant user experience for its users. Now web marketers can use these algorithms to follow Google search engine rules and keep our SEO practices and processes adhering to those guidelines. This is why it is essential to stay updated with SEO industry, since the rules and algorithm updates will keep on changing.